Alright, so on this beautiful day I want to show off this 2014 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. It's a cabriolet model, as you can see. It's a very beautiful car. It's black, it's got a ceramic coating on it. It's got a 5-year ceramic coating that's probably about 3 years old or so by now. It's got these aftermarket taillights installed by the owner. They're very pretty. They light up red at night, and you know, they're clear, and like you can see in the day. It's got the duck wing on the back. It's got these really pretty rims. These rims clean up really nice. I think they're 19-inch rims. Let's see. Oh no, they're 20. I'm sorry. The 20-inch rims. It's got on the front, it's got 245, 35 ZR20 tires, and in the rear it's got 305, 30 ZR20 tires. Here's how it looks on the inside. Go ahead and open it up. I'll put this piece down right here down so you can see what it looks like. Just gotta get the key in. We'll roll the windows down too. I think it looks a lot sleeker with the windows down and the air deflector back, but it feels very good riding with the air deflector up. Even at 80 miles an hour, it's, you're just getting a nice little breeze. It's nothing too serious, obviously, whereas if you didn't have that and the windows were down, it would just be blowing a lot of air around. You can see here it's got the LED daytime running lights there on the bottom. It's 2014, so they didn't have the the little quad daytime running lights then. It's got HID headlights that they turn whenever you turn the wheel. LED turn signals down there at the bottom where the daytime running lights are. I guess that they might be switchbacks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the correct term for them. And then full LED in the rear as well. Let me see if I can turn the lights on and show you how the back looks. During this daylight it might be harder to see. You can kind of see it. You see how these are just the running lights, so the strip in the middle right there lights up as well. It's real pretty. Go ahead and pop the thing here. You gotta hold this up. And this is all you can see whenever you, I guess you could say, pop the hood. Can't see any of the engine or anything like that, but you can add oil here, and that's your coolant. It's got a 3.8 boxer engine. It's got these fans on top. Cooling fans. And then obviously that comes up and down whenever you do the top as well. Go ahead and put the top up. That's what it looks like with the top up. Only reason to have the top up in this thing is when it's raining or cold and you want to drive it. This car doesn't really see too many winners though. front and show you here, just right here. So, put some stuff in here so you can kind of get an idea. It's a little TV, fits in there perfectly. Got some other stuff in here as well, but it goes down fairly deep. So, obviously there's nothing to see underneath here. You got your brake fluid over there, and there's your strut tops there and some washer fluid. That's pretty much it under here though. Not too much going on. And one other thing that I'll show you is, so this is a, like I said in the beginning, this is a Carrera 4S. So the 4 means all-wheel drive, and then it's an S for sport model. I'm not sure what these MSRP'd for whenever they were new. I will put that in the video somewhere. We'll go ahead and move on to the inside and show you how that looks. So I got the key on right now and show you the key. So here's the key right here. It's supposed to look just like a 911. It's pretty nice, very stylish. And then it's got, you know, it's a twist, so it's keyless, but if the battery was to die in this piece right here would pop out after you try to start it so many times and it doesn't detect the key, then you can just simply insert the key and turn it just as if you would this. I'll go ahead and go over some of the interior stuff. So we'll start over here on the door panel, on the driver's door panel. Should little chrome or silver machined door handle here. You got all leather, all soft touch leather around here, and it's held up very well. You got a side airbag is here as well. It's got 3-person memory seat. Got your mirrors here as well as the fold down, so they fold up for you. Very nice. And then you got, you know, automatic up and down driver passenger windows. And this right here, if you hit this button, this rolls down the little quarter window right here, and then you can simply, whenever this lights up like that, you simply just roll that down and then you use it as you would there. And we'll move on. It's got automatic headlights. Here's the parking brake here. And here, we'll go ahead and start it up too, so that way we get some air flowing. So you got your foot on the brake, twist the key. Very nice sound. Just a second while I get this AC situated. Hot day today. Hopefully the air's not blowing in the microphone, but go ahead and continue. So this car right here's got 31,316 miles at the moment. And you've got your, right here is the transmission temperature gauge. Here's your oil pressure. Over here is your engine temperature gauge. And then down here is the fuel level. So, and then here's another tach, right? I mean another speedometer here. And then you got your digital one here. And then you got your big tach in the middle here. And let's see, we'll go ahead and move over right here. Got your little screen, and you use the little scroll wheel right here. Shows your tire pressure, your trip right here. Navigation. Got a nice little map here, so it doesn't have to be here if you've already got it. You got to program it in here, and then it'll be here, so that way you can have your radio and stuff, everything else right here. And then your phone, Bluetooth, back to your audio, and then here's your vehicle information. Shows you some of the stuff you can see in the gauges here. Go to that's how you check the oil. Is the oil level okay? And you got some settings and limits and stuff like that. So it just kind of lets you know in case you're just driving along and all of a sudden you're not paying attention and you're going 90 miles an hour. It beeps at you for a second, lets you know. But that's it though on this part. Got your paddles here. Push back for downshift, forward for upshift. You got your radio volume here, and this is this little button right here. I'm not sure what they call this button exactly, but I believe you can simply program it for any type of thing you want it to be. You got your answer, hang up for your phone, back button for that's for the screen here. We'll move over here. You just got your turn signal. You know, it's got the high beams and all that. I believe it has auto high beams as well. It does, yes, it has auto high beams. Your cruise control here, not adaptive, just regular cruise control. And then we'll move over here. So, as you can see, you got your radio here. Hit these buttons, you can tune through. It's got satellite radio, FM, AM, all your regular stuff. You got your Bluetooth audio, jukebox, songs, and then you got the disc over here. And we'll go back to the audio. You got some more phone functions right here. Your navigation system here. Confirm, enter your address and all this and that. There's your map. You can show, like I said, you can play it right here as well. And we'll go down your source, sound, volume knob. This is not the, I believe, let me see here. Yeah, this is not a tune knob over here on the right. This is just a knob to get you through the, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, as you can see on the screen. I'll show you if you go here. So this just kind of cycles through presets. You might be able, I'm not sure if you can change that setting, you might be able to, but tune with this button here. Got your info, got some other little features here, some car stuff you can display. Let's see, I've never gone this deep in the settings and all. Options, some more car sets, some more settings. We'll just get to play here. You got your dual zone, automatic climate control. So you got AC max and all for the passenger side. You got all your defrost options here. And then you also have your air conditioned and heated seats for both sides, front for the driver and passenger. You can turn off both the heated and the cooled at the same time. So it's got the PDK 7-speed transmission here. You know, got your manual here and all that. It doesn't have so usually whenever you back up to something and it's coming close, it'll put a little screen up with let's see, in this little show it now. Whenever you're in reverse like this and you get close to something, it has the proximity sensors. No backup camera, but you can at least see how far you are from certain areas of the car. Front up here, back down here, and you'll just see like a little thing of a car. We'll move on though, and here's how you do the top here. You got your sport button. You got your this turns the chassis in sport mode back to normal. Traction control, and you saw on this car it's got the duck wing, so it doesn't have that spoiler that pops up and down. So this button's just useless. I think it's just unplugged. It doesn't even light up anymore. This car does have the auto on and off. Luckily this is the older model, so you can just leave the button pressed like that and it'll stay like that forever. And then back up here is where you unlock and your hazards right here. So on to the rest of the interior. It's got the I believe it's said pronounced the Burmester audio system. Sounds really good. It's got deep bass in it. It's just this car's just a real pleasure to drive. It's so fun, especially when you have the top down. But on to the way this car has been. It's a one-owner car. In the 30,000 miles that it has on it, in the so it's 2020, so in the 6 years that this car's been alive, this car hasn't had any issues. Always had all the scheduled maintenance done on time, like to the T, and it's never had an issue at all. Never had to go in for anything that was the car's fault. I think at one point, so here's the cup holders here, and these cup holders, in my opinion, just aren't super well designed. I mean, they're very German in the way they're designed, but the thing about them is, whenever you get like a to-go cup or something like that from somewhere, you'll see that there's no bottom here to this cup holder. So, as you know, styrofoam cups and just most cups in general end up having that condensation, and then they drip. You see where they drip? Got this part right here, drips right all over these controls here. And if you happen to take a turn a little bit too hard, or you got to brake hard or accelerate hard, and you're not thinking about it, and you got a drink here, and you don't watch out, sometimes that drink can overturn on all this stuff right here. And I believe the owner at one point was in a situation where he was trying to avoid an accident and slammed on the brakes in this thing really hard, and you know, this thing's got big brakes and it stops very, very fast. So the drink that was sitting here tumbled over onto all these electronics here, and I believe it cost about $3 grand to replace. So in my opinion, it's just not. But anyway, sorry, I had a call come in, but it's just, in my opinion, it's just not really a well-designed cup holder. I just wish that, I mean, I know there's only, it's a small area, and I know there's only so much Porsche can do. I just wish that there, you know, was just a little bit better of an option for the cup holders. That's my only gripe really with this car, is those cup holders. Every time I drive it, I feel like, you know, I don't want to have a drink, because I feel like I just don't want anything to happen while I'm driving the car, as anybody could imagine with a car that isn't theirs, trying to take care of it and make sure nothing happens to it while you have it. But the rest of this car, it's held up very well. You can see the seats. Obviously I'm sitting in the driver's seat, but the passenger seat looks just as good as the driver's seat. These seats stay pretty clean. They don't seem to transfer denim from jeans nearly as bad as, for example, I've seen the Cayennes. It's like on the gray ones especially, they do like to transfer a lot of blue jean dye. But these seats, these tan seats in here in this 911, don't hardly transfer anything at all. I'm not sure the seats really have ever been cleaned. Maybe just conditioned every once in a while, maybe like once a year. But I mean, other than that, I mean, this thing isn't, you know, this thing's in great shape. The owner added a little pocket here and stuff like that. It's got I think this thing's a little cup holder, but they don't use it because it doesn't really seem like it's super sturdy or nothing. But other than that though, it's got a little pocket here. It's got your cigarette lighter and stuff right here. Real German. Got a very small little glove box here, just, you know, for keeping little stuff. You know, it's real shallow, so you got your little pocket right here too. And these back seats, you know, I think they're just for so that way Porsche doesn't have to pay those tariffs whenever the cars get imported, because as you can see, this seat's sitting in really the most comfortable position a passenger could ride in, and there's nowhere for, you know, you could spread out across here for sure if you had to, but there's no room really for anybody, even kids, really to sit back there. It would just be pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, and you can see the little glass in the back. And other than that though, got your mirror here, it's auto dimming. Got your home link here for your garage and all. It's got your LED lights there, very pretty. Got some sun visors here, it's real small. They do the job though, they work pretty good. Other than that though, this car, it's got very, very good visibility. The only visibility issue that I've seen with this car is whenever you're in a parking lot, it's very hard to see out of, you know, you have to lean over to see out of this little small window, so you kind of have to back up a little bit, kind of blindly, to be able to see whenever a car's coming. If you have the top down, it's not a problem, but this little, I guess that'd be the C-pillar type thing, even though it's convertible obviously, but the C-pillar, for lack of better terms, really gets in the way in that area. And I guess it could be, it's not really necessarily too bad of a blind spot. The mirrors do a pretty good job at showing, you know, because you can, you know, your blind spot's more right here, so you can kind of look right over, no problem, and see. It's mainly just when you're backing up that C-pillar just gets in the way. This car drives really well. It's you know, it's got the PDK transmission, so no shifting. Other than that though, yeah, this car's a blast to drive, if I haven't said that enough. So that said, that'll be it for this 2014 911 Carrera 4S.